Hi everyone, Kendall here, and welcome to week 3 of our Simply Jelly Rolls Sew Along, hosted by Pat Sloan at her website, ilovetomakequilts.com. This week we need to make 4 blocks again, and these are the souffle blocks from the Simply Jelly Rolls book that has been published by It's So Emma. If you haven't already got your book, there is a link in the description box below for you to grab a copy, and using my links does help to support my channel and the work that we do here. So there is also an information sheet that you can download that tells you all of the pieces that you need to cut to make the 4 blocks for this week, which is also at that same link in the description box below. Grab your pattern, grab a beverage, come with me, and I'll show you how I do it. As stated in the intro of this video, you will need the information sheet that goes with this sew along, link in the description box below, and it gives you this little section here, which is the cutting instructions for making the 4 blocks that we need this week. So on there you can see I already have my A, B and C fabrics. The center of these blocks is a 9 patch, and we're going to start there. So we need all 5 of our B squares and just 4 of our C background squares. I'm not laying it out like a 9 patch and the way I normally do, which is doing the vertical seams and then the horizontal. I just decided to pick the pieces that I needed and go from there. So what I've got here is 3 of our B squares, and we'll take 3 of our background squares and sew those on. We'll then take that to the pressing mat and press towards the darker of the 2 fabrics. In this instance, that is our B squares, before taking 2 of those and adding the remaining B squares to the other side, and one of those just gets another background C square. We'll then sew those together in the traditional 9 patch fashion by doing both of the horizontal seams, and we press that towards the center of the block. I noticed while watching that back that I actually press up away from the center row of the block, but it doesn't really matter because this is going to be framed and none of those seam allowances actually have to butt up against another one. So you can press in whichever way you like. So now that we have our 9 patch center made, and you would make 4 of those, as I said, I'm only doing 1 block in this video, we now just need to add our sashed framing. So for that, we bring in our A rectangles and put 1 at the top, 1 at the bottom, and 1 on either side. And then we use our remaining C squares as cornerstones. And this goes together as a 9 patch once again. Now, it's not a 9 patch with blocks all of the same size, but when you break it right down to its basic element, this is a 9 patch. So we'll start by doing all of our horizontal seams and then our vertical seams. Once we sew these on, we'll press towards those rectangles in all instances. So for the top row, press in towards that rectangle in the center, and on the center row, press out towards the sides, and the bottom row in towards that center again. Then when we come to do our horizontal seams, we will just press out towards all of our sashing. With our final horizontal seam now sewn, we'll just give this a good press, and with all 4 of them made, you need to sew these into 2 lots of 2, which I'll show you now. And with the way that we did all of our pressing, you can actually get these seams to nest in the middle. And once you've made your 2 lots of 2, your blocks for this week are done. You can then attach those to the flowers that we made last week, and you have the second row of the quilt all finished. So that was a nice easy block this week and made for a very short video. So if you haven't done so already, like the video, share it with a friend, click the subscribe button if you haven't already done so. When you do subscribe, not if, when. Make sure you click that little bell icon and you'll be notified of all of my upcoming releases. That's it for this week. Short and sweet. I'll see you all again real soon. Bye for now.